So this is our audience. This is the speaker. This is another person in the audience. And I am an audience as well.
A woman locks herself inside her home, unable to escape the walls around her. Outside, brilliant colors are lighting up the sky. Children are playing, families are having a great time. It's the 4th of July, and fireworks are loud as can be. The woman inside her home is unable to escape. She plugs her headphones in. She hides under the barriers which are the blankets in her bed, unable to escape the storm. This woman may seem like a coward, but she is a vet, she is a psychologist, a PTSD specialist, and she is my sister. Today I'll discuss hers and many others' illness, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD. Since my sister has these symptoms, I have learned quite a bit about this unfortunate disease. From the history, what it is, what it affects, and the treatments being used to help cope. PTSD affects 1 in 5, so there's a good chance that PTSD could be affecting you or someone you know. Since ancient Greece, PTSD has been around. Commander Leonidas let his soldiers take leave from war after their wars. Also, in the early 1900s, there was a lot of railroad crashes, and a lot of those people suffered from PTSD-like symptoms. The term rail spine was derived from that. In 1876, a soldier's heart was coined by Mendes de Costa after studying the effects of victims of post-war. Also, the term shell shock was developed after World War II. PTSD can happen from any traumatic event, from car crashes to rape to muggings, natural disasters, and of course war. An effect of PTSD is the inability to relax, such as anxiety, depression. Flashbacks are also a major concern. A lot of PTSD victims who are recovering from their symptoms will have flashbacks and be brought right back to ground zero. Also, sleep deprivation is a major concern for those with PTSD. What it does to the victim, it can cause brain damage. There's an area of the brain called the hippocampus region. This region is used to retrieve and store messages. When under conscious stress, this area is overwhelmed and is overwhelmed with the chemical cortisol, creating damage to that area of the brain. Also, the Jews from World War II have discussed or have brought up survivor guilt, which is another sign of PTSD where the person with the PTSD would have rather have died than the person that they knew or loved who had died. Also, disassociation is a major concern. PTSD victim will disassociate from the real world, lock themselves away, become antisocial, and depressed. ABC News reports that suicide is up 82% since 2001. Basically, what this statistic tells us is that PTSD has led to a lot more suicides in recent years ever since the Afghan and Iraq wars. Treatments for PTSD are one is a drug called SSRI, which is an antidepressant drug. This drug helps the chemical imbalance in the victim's brain. Also, a controversial method, but has been proven to work, is also a drug called MNMA, which is also known as ecstasy. They're currently trying this drug now, and they're finding that it helps the person open up, become less stressed out, and helps them develop positive thoughts. And of course, yoga, all sorts of exercises can be helped. There's one company is the Adaptive Sports Foundation in Vermont. This company helps victims with PTSD get over their anxiety through yoga, meditation, and exercise. PTSD can affect everybody, right here in the homeland. It doesn't have to be overseas. My sister currently is starting her own company, and she works with PTSD victims now, and she is able to enjoy life once again. Thank you for your time. Yeah, shell shock happens. It's basically a flashback. So one such case was when two Marines were having a beer. It could be anything, like from one Marine tossing a beer to another Marine saying, "Hey, IED," or explosive, and that other person can be diving to the ground thinking that it's a bomb now instead of a beer. That kind of thing is shell shock. Also, shell shock can be, freaking out over something that happens that basically reminds that person of the event.
Was your sister a veteran?
Yes, she is. Yeah, she served in the Air Force for 10 years. She was a captain. She went for quite a bit without telling anybody about her symptoms. And when it became, she was working with PTSD victims, helping them. And the more she talked about it, the more she realized that she had a lot of things in her life that needed to be handled as well. So yeah, she had it as well.
So is she cleared now, or she still has that symptom?
She's still post-traumatic stress is something that it can last a whole lifetime. You can get flashbacks. You can have a nightmare at any time. You just think you're fine, and if you get a nightmare, all of a sudden you're brought back to that same spot. What was the question? Yoga?
Questions?
Any other questions? Lori, you got a question? Well, should I just... I also